A very good morning to you, grade 5. Hope you all are fine. Grade 5, today we will be starting our this week with the concept English book, and we are going to start a very important topic today that you are going to listen very carefully, because if you are not going to listen to this lecture carefully, you are not going to understand this lesson. Okay, so today we are going to start tenses, and in these tenses, firstly we will start from the formulas or the rules, so that it will be easy for you to understand them and it will be easy for you to make sentences with them. First, remember these few things, that we will have few kinds of subjects, the singular one and the plurals one. Here, he, she and it, they are known as your singular ones. In I, we, you, they are known as your plural one. Now, remember this thing very carefully, that you use is with these words he, she and it, right, in the present one, and you use am or are with the plural ones, I, we, you, they. He is doing, they are doing. Okay, done. Now, in the past we use was, and here we use were. For these he, she and it words, we use was with them, and with I, we, you, they, we use were. Sorry, with I, we use was. Okay. Then, for the negative part of the sentences, the present one, we use does with these words, and for the plural one, we use do with these. Okay. Okay, now remember that when we are making a present tense, then we use s or es with the verbs first form. Okay, for example, plays, eats, makes. So we use s or es if we have these subjects at the starting. Sorry. For example, he eats, she drinks. These kinds of sentences. But in the plural one, in these words, we do not use s or es. For example, we eat, they play. We will not write it as they plays. Okay, it will be wrong. Now, let's move towards the formula of these sentences, so it will be easy for you to make sentences. Present simple tense. Here we have the formula of the present simple tense. First, we have a subject. These are your subjects. Then we have the first form of the word in the sentence with s or es. If the subject is singular, he, she and it, then we will be adding s or es with the first form of word. But if we have a plural one, then we will not add this s or es. And in the last, we have an object. Now, let's take an example. He eats mango. He is your subject. Eat is your first form of verb, and then we have s. Why we have a s here? Because he is the singular one. If we have they, then we will not put s here. And mango is your object. The second example. They live in Lahore. You can see that it is from this part, so I have not put s here. Why? Because this is your rule, that we do not put s or es with I, we, you or they subjects. Okay, they live in Lahore. We cannot write this sentence as they lives in Lahore. It will be wrong. Now, the present continuous. In the present continuous tense, we use subject at first, then is, am, are, then we have first form of verb with the ing, and then we have an object. Now, let's take an example. She is doing lunch. She is the subject, is an am, are is our helping verb, then we have first form of verb with the ing, and then we have an object. So, this is how we make a present continuous sentence. Okay, students, where do you use your present tense? Your present tense is basically used in the situations that are related with your present, right? The things that you are saying in present or the things that you usually do in your routine. They are all considered as the present one. Okay, now let's move toward the past. Past means something that has gone, that has passed. Okay, so that becomes your past. Now, the formula for making a past tense is we have a subject first. In every sentence, we have subjects first. Then we have second form of verb. In the past tense, we use second form of verb. We do not use any s or es in the past tense, and then we have an object. For example, he played cricket. He is your subject, played is your second form of verb, and cricket is your object. They completed the work. They is a subject, completed your second form, and the work is your object. Understood? Now let's move toward the other part of it, which is your past continuous. Past continuous is same like your present continuous. We just have the change helping verb, subject, was verb, first form of verb plus ing plus an object. She was baking a cake. She was. Remember, he, she and it. With he, she and it we use was. And with I, we, you, they we use were. Sorry, with I we use was. They were making a film. Done? Then we have a future tense. Future is the time that shows you what is going to happen next. So we when we tell the things that we are going to do in the future or in the near future, we use the future tense. In the future tense, we have a subject first, then we have will shall, then we have first form of verb, and then we have an object. In the future tense, we always use the first form of verb. He will go to the school. They will play basketball. Okay, so these are the rules of your tenses that you are going to remember very carefully, and it will help you in doing the sentences or the exercises that we are going to do.